condensed here on these headstones, aren't they? Let's see if we can read some of these. And as always, let's try the church, see if it's open. So today we are in Headley, the village of Headley in East Hampshire, and as always let's try the church, see if it's open. Which sadly is not. So let's go on, see if we can do some grave reading here today. Shall we start with this one? In memory of Mary, wife of Francis Baker, who died age 87. Have a look at this one over here, and this is memory of Thomas Lowe, L-O-E, who died April the 10th, 1796, I think that says. Also Sarah, wife of Thomas. There's going to be a few graves that are unreadable today, obviously. That's a difficult one to read. If we can read this one. No, it's difficult. Now there's the tower of the church here. All Saints Parish Church here in Headley, and I believe the tower is 14th century. There's a grave over here we can read, which is an Edith, I think that says Laurie, daughter of George and Edith Larby. That's probably what it is, Larby, who died April the 14th in 1914, age 5. So again, shame we couldn't get in the church. But the church is a grade 2 listed building, and like I've just said, the tower is 14th century. And we'll have a walk up here, see if there's any graves we can read here. These are quite old, aren't they? So I imagine there won't be many we can read. But we'll take a look, There's one here, which I believe is a John Fred Spooner, who died August the 30th, can't see the date, age 43, and Elizabeth, who died June the 21st, 1905. There's one over here we can read, and that's Robert Parker, who entered into rest on October the 4th, 1901, aged 92 years. There's writing on the bottom as well. And just there is a Louisa Piper. But yeah, they're very condensed here, all these headstones, aren't they? It's a double headstone there, and a lot of them are not readable, which is understandable. They've probably been here for quite a few years. Can make bits out. This one is a John, the son of, I can't read that. There's a grave of a knight over here, which is, I think, Daniel Knight, died on June the 3rd, 1815, age, I think, it's either age 5, yeah, it's got to be age 5. There's another knight over there. So that's a knight, and this is a knight. Just seeing if there's another knight here. I think there's a knight there as well. I think it's difficult to read. So possibly 2 knights there. There's a Sarah Tipper. Died in 1886, age 70. And just here is a James Alden, born on December the 25th, 1833, that's Christmas Day, and died March the 5th, 1918. Also Ellen Alden, who died March 22nd, 1927, age 82. And their son, James Knight Alden, who died in 1967. And his wife, Joan Sutherland, and she died in 1983. 4 members there in the same grave. Move on. And this is quite nice, isn't it? This is really nice, this one. All the artwork on there and there, and this looks like there's a John over there. Not sure on that one, I can't get down far enough to read that. That's a rather nice headstone, that one. And this is Elizabeth, wife of John, who died January, I think it's 1771. And just on the path here is in memory of George Hunt, who departed this life August the 1st, 1828, aged 19 years. Just reading out some of the graves that I can. That's the front of the churchyard. Bird there with his bit of stick. And there's another one up on the roof. Just flown off, there he goes. anyway, we walk down the path. See what else we can find. Here in the village of Headley. Just a bit of grave reading today. And this grave here is readable. And this is, I think, a George. Not sure on the surname. He died age 76. Looks like someone else buried there with him. And there's one here, which is, I think that's a baker. I think she died age 62. I think it's a lady. It's hard to say. Again, big trees, as always. A couple of pigeons. And there's a little grave here. Let's have a read of this one, shall we? And this is Violet Mary Bullock, who died March 18th, 1908. Age, I think it's 7. Also Edna Maud, and she died in 1910. I think she was age 10. Dearly beloved children of Henry and Edith Bullock. So there's obviously 2 children there buried of the Bullock family. Got a taller headstone here. Difficult to read. It's a John Tatum Smiths. He died in, I think, 1903. So moving further over here, see what else we can read. We'll head on over to the path, and there's some headstones over by the wall there. And a garden of remembrance, obviously. We'll see what we can read here. Francis, I think, tipper. We saw a tipper just a few minutes ago, didn't we? Died in 1864. That's not a readable one, that one. But this one is, which is a Frank Glazier, who died March 16th, 1907, age 79, and also of Elizabeth Glazier, who died in 1909, age 78. I don't think there's anything there which is readable. We'll have a look over there in a second. We'll have a little look at this over here. All Saints Churchyard Headley. See if any of these graves here are readable. This is an Emily Greenway, who died October 29th, 1914, aged 86. Mary Denin Nee Curtis died June 30th, 1884, aged 54, and of Elizabeth Curtis, who died April the 8th, 1909, aged 78. And just here is an Elizabeth Cole, and then it can't read the rest of the surname, who entered into rest December the 22nd, 1882, 84 years. Have a look and see what's down here in this bit, in the corner of this graveyard here in Headley. And this is in loving memory of my dear husband. And I think with the letters missing, that could be a Howard, H. Howard Allen, who fell asleep in Jesus, June 4th, 1907, aged 79. Also of Grace Maria Allen, widow of the above, who fell asleep September the 6th, 1920, age 80. Carolyn Heather. 4 graves under the tree there. Sometimes they're related together and sometimes they're not. And this is a Francis Gardner, and also next to them is another Gardner. It's obviously one grave, I imagine. Died in 1879, and the one on here died in 1884. Now here's a John Mark Hayden. He was born in 1965 and died in 1966. Michelle Dawn Avis fell asleep 10th of December 1966, age 13. And also her father, Johnny, 1923 to 1993. Darren James Johnson died 4th November 1971, age 1 week, forever in our thoughts. Massive trees here. Massive trees. Give you a view of the church from here. Which is there. And like I just said, it's a grade 2 listed church. And the tower is 14th century. And the lynch gate that we came in was built in 1953. Now here's an Emily Matilda Greenway, died March 25th, 1932, age 76. Go around this tree. Three graves there of the Warren family. Let you guys read that. Remember to pause the video. Now there's these graves here. Sacred to the memory of Captain James L.F. Shepherd, R.A., who was killed while hunting, born November the 1st, 1863. Died January the 19th, 1896. And here believe we've got another shepherd. Can't read the first name. Montague, I think, or Montague James Shepherd. Born March 13th, 1860 and died in 1903. And there's another shepherd over there. In fact, this grave here is a shepherd as well. I wonder if this grave over here is a shepherd. Nope. So this grave and that grave and this grave and that grave are all graves of the Shepherd family. And then you've got the Warren family. And then there's more Warrens here as well. Got a George Warren, died age 73. You've got Sarah Jane Warren, who died age 80. You've got Elizabeth Annie Warren, who died age 23 in 1906. Let's have a look at this. In memory of John Clear, I think, of this parish, who died May the 21st, 1873, age 75. Broken fence. Let's see what this one says. Elizabeth, widow of J.R. Phillips. It says on the 4th of September 1886, age 74. Faded writing on that one. It's the church again. This is another grave. Oliver Giles Robinson, only son of Daphne, 12th of the 11th, 1922, 4th of the 4th. Not sure of that date there. A bit difficult to read the death date on that one. It could be 1994, but not sure. Let you guys read that one. There's one under the tree here, and this is a Philip D.S. That's difficult to read, isn't it? There's an angel here with a cross. Someone's been digging. It's got a finger or two missing. Got all of its feet. This is a Helen Maxfield Horn or Han. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. And it's born on the 20th of July 1834 and died 19th of December 1897. Cut down here, so as we can see. That angel I've just shown you is the only angel I've seen so far in this churchyard. Are these readable? This is a George Woodser, I think, and a Mary Woodser or Woodger. Died 1912, I think. All these headstones, crosses should I say, along the fence there. Is this one readable? Let's have a look. Dear Mother, Emily Ann Gauntlet, August the 6th, 1937, aged 78 years. Also of her beloved daughter, Ivy Emily, died 13th of November 1946. On there, reaching out to the living, like I always say when they're moving over to the path. There's some headstones I want to see if I can read up here. They're on the wall. I can only read out what I can read, what are visible. And there's these headstones here. There's 4 of them. I imagine these are quite old, aren't they? And this first one is, I see a date, it's 18 something 2 and 55 years. Can't quite make the name. I think it's John. What about this one? That's another difficult one, isn't it? Yeah, shame. Can't read those. Little crossed headstones there. What about this one? This one is a king shot. Danielle Kingshot and Laura Kingshot. Died 1914, age 57. And Laura died age, not sure what that says, but it says 1951. Now this is quite nice. It's readable, and I like the way that that's a different colour. William Tuckey, who died December 24th, 1902, age 41, and also William James Tuckey, only son of the above. He gave his life for his country July 1st, 1916 in France, age 23. And there you go, guys. I've been up that section there, and straight ahead of me, over in that direction, more newer-ish graves, so I won't go and do them, just do the old ones. And this is a John Edward Parish, Vice something, can't see because of the moss. An anchor, maybe a sailor, or something like that. I'll walk up through here. Maybe we'll read some of the ones along the hedge. A bit of the sniffles again today, it's still cold. Frederick William White. There's the bells of the church. War grave. That is a Hayden G. Bailey, born Colombo, Ohio, 1867, died in Headley, 1944. And just to remind you guys again, I'm in Headley, the village of Headley, which is East Hampshire. I'm here today to do a bit of grave reading and to look in the church, but the church was sadly locked. Digging up something there. Can we read this one? That's difficult, isn't it, that one? There's one over here, which is possibly a readable one. This is a Sophia M. Ogden, born November the 22nd, 1846, and fell asleep on January the 6th, 1933. Under the tree here. Michael Fox Cosnell, January 17th, 1931, age 6. Also in memory of his infant brother Adrian, who was July the 14th, 1930. So William Alden, who died December the 3rd, 1927, age 77. Also Elizabeth. There's a Hamish Henry there, 1855 to 1937, and an Agnes Henry as well. There's some graves in there. I'm not going to go in there, obviously. There's an S.G. Faulkner, who died in 1927. This is an Alexander Richmond Johnson, passed away July the 29th, 1926, age 70, and a Kate Elizabeth, wife of the above. And I've just seen a deer. I don't want to disturb him. So I'm going to go back down. Don't want to disturb the deer. If I can read this headstone. Died 22nd of January, also wife. No, can't read that one. Some more along here. This is a Frederick Arthur. I think it says Blythe. I think. I have to step on the grave to get closer, which I'm not going to do. Here's a Harriet Paramore, I think, dearly loved wife of Walter, who died March the 19th, 1929, age 67. And this is a Roland Walter Carter, and he died in 1920, age 33. And here's a Mary Ann Stroud. She died in 1926, age 66. And also her sister Emma Jane Sutton, who died in 1941, age 79. And we have a James William Dibley, who died 1920, and also James William Dibley. Same names, aren't they? He died in 1925. Move on up a bit further. I'm in a bit of a mix now, newer and older graves. And we've got my dear husband James Ray, who fell asleep January 29th, 1934, aged 71 years, and also Elizabeth Ray, who died May the 28th, 1944, aged 77 years. There's quite a lot of graves along the hedge here. I mean, all the way up. There's graves, single graves, all the way down on this hedge. It's quite nice because as you walk down a path, something to read. If you see any headstones you want to read and I've not read them out, then by all means pause the video. Here we have a Percy Arthur Blake, who died in 1939, age 55, and his wife. This is quite nice, isn't it? Nice and pretty. And this is our dear mother and father, John Ray, died 24th of September 1946, aged 55, and his wife, Rosina, died the 25th of June 1972, aged 77. And that's the last one there. So, shall we shoot up here somewhere? Find a little pathy bit, which I believe is here. See if there's any newer graves or older graves up here. Let's have a look and see. Bit of a path here. Now, that looks like a newish grave, so maybe I'm in a newer section. Maybe. Let's have a look at this grave here. This is a memory of Lucy Farrant. Can't read it very well. It's another war grave over there. There's a Gordon Frank McIntosh, you can see from here, who died in 1933, age 19. This looks like the last section up here in the grave yard here. What have we here? Let's have a look. We have a memory of my dear wife Alice Barnett, who died on the 5th of September 1952, aged 72 years. Rest in peace. And we also have our dear father Charles Barnett, who died on the 31st of August 1962, aged 82 years. Gone but not forgotten. Some nice pretty flowers there as well. So there are Barnetts. And there's also Barnetts here, and there's also a Jack Oldham, a Rose Barnett, and some others there as well. But let's move on. See what these are up here. What's this grave here? This is, it's difficult to read. I can see a 1957 on there. Yeah. There's Oldham again here, which I believe is mentioned in this grave here. And there's some more here. That's a William Oldham and a Caroline Oldham. And just going across here, and we've got Horace and Nellie Lacey, loving parents of Joyce, Jenny, Janet, Eric and Billy. And there's Leonard and Caroline Smith here. Leonard died aged 58 and Caroline died aged 65. Now, see what else we can find up here. There's just up in there, Adrian Cecil Vinnie, called to rest in 1955 on his 60th year, and Lillian Maria Vinnie, who passed on 26th of April, I think that's 1991. So we're at the end of the churchyard here. Obviously newer ones here in this corner, so I won't read those ones. So head on back up the path. There's a grave there, just under the tree. Bulbs, just watching where I step. Little cat ahead of us. Little cat over there. There he is, look. Little cat. Tried to make friends with him, but he wasn't having any of it. So yeah, we'll go back up the path, see if we can see anything else. And if we can, we will have a read of what we can see. Now Headley is just a little village. Now the church, I believe, had a fire in 1836. Where they obviously rebuilt some of it. I don't know the full history of it. Obviously, with the internet nowadays, you can check things up like that yourself if you're interested in stuff like that. I'm talking quite quietly because the churchyard here has got all houses around it. So I don't want to be shouting. Not that I do anyway. But yeah, just keeping my voice down a bit. S.C. Faulkner, might have read that on the way down, 1927. But we'll walk on back and see what else we can find. There's some graves in there, and I wonder if we can sneak up here and have a look. I'm facing the wrong way. I've just seen some more deer. So I'm heading in the direction away from them. Don't want to frighten them. I'll zoom in if I can see him. Yeah, don't want to frighten them too much, but it's nice to get them on camera anyway. Now here we have a Sheridan KB Rice, Indian Army, 25th of May 25th of May 1936. And a Catherine Kemp, 4th of February 1922 to 26th of June 2009. And we have a Captain A.G.B. Wilson, Royal Navy, died in April 1942. So there you go, just a quick walk down that bit. It's not a massive churchyard here, but it's quite full. It's quite full. And we're sort of backtracking out now. We'll walk up the path here and see if there's anything else we can see. And as always guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. It's free, just hit it, and subscribe to my channel, that's free. Press the subscribe button and check out my other videos as well. And hit that notification bell too, because when I release a video you'll get told straight away. There's the church again. It's quite a nice church. Like I said, the tower is 14th century and the church itself is grade 2 listed church. Now, couldn't get in the church, which is a shame, as always. When I can't get into churches, it's always nice to have a quick look, even if it's just a peer through the door. But never mind. Is this one readable? This is. Sure. Alder, someone Alder, died in May 1830. There's a house through there obviously. But yeah. So that's about it guys. Thank you for watching. And I shall catch you in my next video. View up the path. We'll go out this way, but before we do, see if we can read this one here. This is a John who died December, I think, age 10, I think. And also, and then there's one on the bottom as well. There's about 3 people there. And before I go, let's see if we can read some of these. They are difficult. Yep, they are difficult. Now I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and a sandwich, and I might do some Find a Grave here, or I might not. I might move on to my next video. So if you don't want to miss that, then hit that subscribe button guys, and I will catch you next time in my next video. So from Headley, village of Headley, I shall say thank you and take care.